can sit there for me.
Thank you very much, lovely.
Just sit on my mate.
Yep.
Thank you. My name is Stella. I'm one of the nurse practitioners. How can
Sorry, I can't. What's your name?
Stella.
Can I see some ID, please?
Sorry?
Can I see some ID, please?
There's my ID.
No, you're. Can I see this ID badge?
What's the difference?
The photo
What's
ID?
the difference?
Can I see? Thank you. Stella, how do I pronounce this?
Don't worry about that.
Well, I'd like to know, please. Is that all right?
It's Nyamutskwa. Can you repeat it?
Nyamus?
Nyamutskwa.
Nyamuskwa.
Yes.
Thank you, Stella Nyamuskwa. I'm Brody McLeod. Nice to meet you.
Right, how can I help you?
I've got a very deep cut on my thumb, Stella.
How did you do that?
I did it a little while ago making some salad. Normally I would just go to, so you can just take one of these wipes. But it's very deep, and there is no minor injuries unit open today where I am, so I've come along here just to get it dressed, basically. Are you going to do this, or are you about to refer me to somebody else?
No, I'm going to sort it out.
Brilliant. All right, thank you. As you can see, I don't want to be here too long, but as you can see, it's quite deep there.
Okay.
Pretty nasty.
What made you think it's deep, Brody?
I'm sorry?
What made you think it's deep?
What made me think it? Because I can see
Think it's
it.
deep.
Because I can see it with my eyeballs, Stella, and I have perception of field of vision. I'm hoping that you do too. As a human being and a biped, I've got 2 eyeballs, which allowed me to see in 3 dimensions. Okay. What do you mean? What do you mean makes me think it's deep?
3 dimensions. You've got 3D eyes, have you?
Well, yes, we all do, lovely. I mean, I'm sure you can see that's quite a significant gash there.
That's okay.
It's
Can
not.
Push your thumb towards my finger. Push me
It's
down.
not ridiculously painful, but it's a really big infection risk, and that's all I'm worried about.
Push me in. Okay, and push me out.
Yeah.
Okay, put your thumb on there.
Thank you.
That's fine. So this one, I'm going to clean it up.
Thank you.
Put a pepper stitch steri strip on there.
Yeah.
Across. Then put a finger dressing.
That's what I'd
You
like.
don't
Yeah.
need to do anything.
Yeah, I just
apart from that.
want
You
it to be.
wash your wound.
I just want it to be hygienic. That's all. I had some plasters, but I don't really. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't really want to. Yeah, I had plasters before. I was saying to your friend a few years ago. You see the scar on my finger here? I had a very small cut on my hand, and in the summer, this time of year, it got infected, and it swelled up, and it swelled up my whole finger, and it spread all on my hand, and like I almost lost my hand because it got infected.
Okay.
Yes, I'm very keen just to get. I don't want to risk it and put plasters on. You can probably see, I cut my finger here and also here.
Are you always cutting your fingers?
It's funny. Well, funny you say. No, I cook quite a lot, Stella, at home, but my knives aren't very sharp. But I went to my brother's house last week, and he has a friend there with a brand new one, and so I was cooking for them, and I did this one. My ring finger, you can see here, is only very, very small, but. And then literally 3 days ago, I'm staying with a friend of mine since the virus started. I'm staying with a friend of mine, and she has a brand new set of kitchen knives. And I was cooking food. I used to be a chef. I was a chef in 2 places. My knife skills are normally very good, but I managed to cut myself just because I'm not used to using knives that are any good, basically. So this one, yeah, I don't know how deep that is. It looks like I'd say about 2 millimeters. And I just don't want it to get infected because that's the last thing I need right now.
That's fine. Soak your thumb in there for me, please. Do you mind? Soak it in there.
I don't really. What's that?
That's cleaning solution. Saline cleaning solution. Sterile one.
Is it?
Yes.
I don't know if I want to stick my thumb in there. Sorry.
Okay. So
if you could,
you just want me to put plasters without cleaning it.
Could you just get a sterile wipe? Is that okay?
No, not a sterile wipe. That's the sterile solution for wounds.
I've never seen that before, Stella. You have to forgive me. I do suffer from paranoia.
Okay. Do you want to see an open one? So
I don't want to see an open one. I'm sure it's fine.
I just grab you one so that you can see
the
sterile cleaning solution for.
What I'd rather is if I could just give it some really good antibacterial wipes. And
you don't want the proper cleaning solution. You want the antibacterial.
it's probably all right. Do you know what I mean? I've never seen that before, and I don't want to.
Don't you worry.
Okay, cool.
I'll work with Dr. Thomas.
Okay. Clean cut, so hopefully it should heal well. But I want a dressing that I can keep
Are you
for a couple.
happy that you've cleaned it up? Because I need to put some steri strips now.
I'm happy that you've cleaned it up, Stella.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
that's fine.
Let's
put steri strips on.
It looks good enough to me. Cool. That's it's all right. That's if it stings, it's good, right? This is probably a good thing.
Yeah, it has to stick.
Okay.
And that's a good
Should we
thing.
dry it a bit first to make sure they stick? Is that a good idea?
They will stick.
They will stick
Don't
even if
you
it's
worry.
wet. Okay, cool.
Don't you worry.
Okay. Okay.
Make them nice and sticky.
Yep.
So, are you going back to your friend's house?
I am, yeah. I've been staying with a friend of mine. Well, I mean, we're not really very good friends, to be honest with you, but somebody called, an old friend. I'm from Devon in the southwest, and I'm staying with a friend of mine who's just moved into a new house.
Okay.
And she has.
Do you want me to put a dry dressing on it?
I don't know. What's the difference?
It doesn't make a difference.
I'd like something that's going to be really protecting it, you know. So, and if I can get something that's
It's gonna protect it, don't you worry.
Okay, brilliant. So that we can go into the so I can shower with it. I haven't had a shower today. I need to shower.
When you're showering, just
Yeah.
make sure that you don't make the wound wet. Just
Well,
put
this is the
everything-
thing. Is there any way that I can make it something like maybe waterproof, or like if I get the end of a glove and put it round or something like that?
You can put a plastic on it.
Can put a plastic on it.
Yeah, you can put
Yeah,
it.
that'd be brilliant.
Okay.
I just can't afford at the moment. I can't afford to get it infected. Like I'm going to be like, yeah.
You're alright. It's not gonna get infected. After 2 days, take off the steri strips and the bandage, and just clean it and leave it to dry out in the air. Alright. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm talking to you.
Yeah. Hopefully it won't get infected. You know.
No, I said after 2 days, take the dressings off, take the paper stitches off, leave your wound to dry in the air. It should be fine.
Hmm. How long have you been nursing for, Stella?
Since 1995.
In the UK or?
10 years back in Africa, the rest of them here in the UK.
Okay.
Sorry, is it too tight?
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Why did you say
No, I didn't.
is it natural?
No, it's good. I've just never seen one of these things before. It's very very novel.
Something to protect your wound. You wanted it protected.
Oh yeah. No, this
Yeah.
that thing's pretty cool though. It's quite a clever design. Ooh.
So did you had some paper stitches? Did you say you had some at home but you didn't want to use them, the plasters?
I just don't want to rely on them. I don't want to use just plasters. Do you know what I mean? Because it's like if you know, I had this one on my finger here. I put a plaster on it. This was about 2 weeks ago, and you can see this was at my brother's house, and it was actually the plaster made it worse. You know, you put the plaster on for a couple of days, it doesn't open to the air, and then when I took it off, it kind of like it was all minging and like wasn't really very nice, and like kind of like just a proper dressing with a cut like that. I think a proper dressing is what it needed, and I think
Even this one, tomorrow you can take the bandage off. I'm not worried about it. Let it out in the air.
yeah, I don't want to. I don't want to. I mean, I'll probably leave it on for a couple of days until it's properly healed. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to leave it. But it's just, you know, at the moment I can't. What's going on in my life at the moment? I can't afford to lose my thumb or even have an infection. So a proper dressing is what I wanted, and that looks like what you've done, Stella. So thank you very much indeed.
Fabulous. So good to go, mate. Is that all right?
That is all right. Yeah. Is there any way I could get? Is there any way I could get a printout of my of what you've done here, just to show that I've been here. Is there a? Don't. I'll hold on to those. Thank you.
Pop it in there.
No, I'll hold on to these. It's okay. Thank you.
Okay, that's fine.
Sorry.
I can give you, if you go around to the reception, I'll print something for you.
That would be
Then I'll
brilliant,
pass
thank
it
you.
through to you.
Okay.
You need to pick up your stuff on next one. I'm
Okay.
just getting my things away.
Yeah, okay.
Pick your stuff up.
Um,
And I'll meet you in reception to give you the letter that has been here. Is that right?
okay, can I write down your name, please, just in case I need to reference it for any reason? Is that okay?
No, I'm not giving you my name to write it down, though.
Why not? That's-
No.
It says it on your ID badge. Why would you
Yeah,
not?
I've told you my name. So you know my name already, isn't it?
I've never heard your second name before in my life.
No, you don't have to have it. I've never had yours, but I don't have to go around.
My dad is born in Kenya, but I don't speak any Swahili. He's fluent in Swahili, but I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know Swahili names.
I've
Stella.
never come across many English names, but I don't go around writing patients' names because I don't know them.
Okay. As I said, sorry. I am a little bit hard to vision, Stella, and I do sometimes suffer from a bit of paranoia. I would love it if I could just jot your name down with a bit of paper and a biro. Would that be okay?
I'm not giving you a piece of paper.
No, just you don't have to provide it. I'm happy to do that. Yeah, if I could just take.
I'm not giving you my name, though.
Why would you not provide your name, Stella?
No.
Is this legal? Is that okay? I mean, it says it on your name badge, doesn't it?
She's given you her name as Stella, and that's all you do.
That's all you need.
Yeah.
You don't need more than that.
Is that legal?
Yes, absolutely.
Very legal.
So she has it on an ID badge, but I'm not allowed to know it.
Well, she has it on the ID badge, so you can copy it down from the ID badge.
That's all I'd like to do. Yeah.
She only has to tell you what her name is, and she's told you it's Stella.
Yeah.
Introduced herself.
So I'd just like to copy it down off the ID badge, like you said. Is that okay?
If she won't allow you to do that, then no, it's not okay.
Well, she's required to show the ID badge by law, isn't she?
I've shown you my ID then.
She knows she
Okay.
is.
Could I just jot down the name, please?
Stella. Just jot down Stella on there.
Could I just? Is it not okay to write it down?
You can write it down, Stella.
Yeah, well,
S-T-E-L-L-A.
I can remember that, my love.
Yeah.
It's probably not going to be of any use to me ever, but it's just one of those things that.
Okay.
Yeah. Can I? Sorry, excuse me to bother you, folks. Could I get a biro quickly? Is that all right?
There's one on the desk, you can have it, but
I'd just like to use it ever so briefly. Whichever, anyone. You haven't got a pen, everybody? Is it okay to use that really quickly?
Yes, if you could use it.
I'll certainly bring it back, thanks, pal.
I promise to bring it back.
I certainly will, yeah. Okay.
Brady, just take a seat in your cubicle a minute.
Yeah, fine.
Kind of like up here.
Yeah.
And then just put, and then sort of put between the stomach, even though it's not heavy. What both his feet out, he does have unequal legs, you know, pillars shut, it says that's normal for him. It's not both like, not like one tender, but his left foot is dusky, kind of like, well, from the nose to the up together. So he's got little holes in that left foot. It is very dark colour. It's like more than bison. It's cold compared to the other one. He's waiting for us to see him on Thursday. He had a conference call joining, but there's
Okay. Stella, there's nothing more for us to do, right? Or are you waiting?
No, I'm finished with you.
Okay, brilliant.
So,
You want the letter? Go to reception, I'll print the letter for you.
Brilliant. Okay,
Yeah.
that's perfect. Thank
Go
you.
up there and I'll meet you at reception to give you the letter.
Okay, fine.
sounds like he's going to sack you.
so I think he will.
What's the date today? Do you know?
They were trying to make for a Doppler.
The 19th of May. Is it? No,
Oh, the
April.
GP it will, unless they do it on site.
19th of April.
Some do it on site, but yeah.
Wound. Nursing. And that's been done by
Stella. S-T-E-L-L-A.
Stella.
Yeah.
What's your surname, Stella?
I'm not giving you my second name.
How do I know you work for the NHS? You don't give me a surname.
Brady,
The NHS.
honestly, she does work here. Otherwise, she wouldn't be here. And she would be here even if you didn't turn up today.
Yeah, I would love to believe that, mate. Unfortunately, I had a really bad experience in the summer where a consultant wasn't employed by the NHS. You wouldn't believe it unless I bored you for ages and wasted your time, which is precious, which I'm not going to do. But I'd really like it. Just for my own personal records, if I could take a detail of that nurse's name.
So it's Stella.
She's just gone through that door with a swipe. The swipe can only be accessed if you are employed by the company. And you're employed here. So she's just used that to get through a non-access door.
Yeah, I mean, if I were one of those, I can do that too. It doesn't really work at the NHS. Do you know what I mean?
No. Her ID will be the only thing that can swipe her through that door. There's nothing else that can swipe her through that door. She can only gain that ID if she works here.
Yeah, so it doesn't mean that she's the same person who is treating me. I mean, if I've got an ID,
Her
that's
pictures
what
on her
as well.
ID.
Wouldn't make me feel
We're all telling you she works here. We can't all be wrong.
10,000 flies eat food, they can't be wrong. I know what you're saying, mate. That's a good premise to work on. Unfortunately, it doesn't reflect the truth, and unfortunately, when I'm dealing with my health and my safety, and also the integrity of the NHS, and
So the best thing you should do is get a second opinion from your GP.
It's not a bad idea, mate. I'm going to do that. Montpellier Medical Record Centre, apparently I'm registered with now. I'm just a little bit alarmed that Stella won't offer to provide her name, but I mean, I don't know if that's kosher or not. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't really think it's like...
It's because we get a lot of people stalking people. That's the problem. So that's why we don't have our second names.
Stuart, you've got a second name on your badge.
We've all got second names.
I'm not about to, you haven't treated me. And
so we're supposed to have them like that.
Are you really?
Yes.
What, you're supposed to obscure your name badges?
In the A&E department, yeah.
So, okay.
Right, so come on, Brody, time to go.
Okay, all right, thank you very much for your patience and understanding. Sweet.